Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the World Book products in the Digital Maine Library. So we know from our past tutorials that we are going to scroll down until we find the World Book, and where it starts with W, it's going to be quite a bit of scrolling. But here we are. World Book has a whole bunch of different databases. These are all encyclopedia sets that are right online that you can access from anywhere. For most of us, the appropriate level World Book is going to be this one, World Book Student. That's for most middle and high school students levels. But there are a couple of other options if World Book Student is either too easy or too difficult for you. If it is too easy and you'd like more advanced information, they have one called World Book Advanced. And you can see here in the description it says Advanced Secondary and College Students. So Advanced Secondary is like 11th and 12th grade, and college. So this is one to check out if World Book Student is too easy. If you struggle with the reading in World Book Student, you can try World Book Discover. It is not for kids, but it has lower reading levels of the same high school to adult level topics that are in World Book Student. So World Book Advanced if you want something a little more challenging, World Book Discover if you want something a little easier to read. But for most of us, World Book Student is going to be the right choice. So that's the one I'm going to demo. Just know that the other two work the same way. It's just different content that they're searching. So to get into the database, just click the title. It will open up. World Book has really flashy big background pictures that are beautiful. They change. So one time you might get this one, another time you might get something different. It's still World Book Student even if it looks different in the background. Just make sure it says World Book Student here and you get a search box, then you're in the right place. So all you do is put what it is that you're searching for into the box. And in this case, I'm going to put Reconstruction because that might be what you're searching for. And we're going to search it. You just hit return or click the magnifying glass at the end. And this is the article that it has on Reconstruction. It may give you other options of other related topics as well, so you can check those out. So here's the full article. If you already have some information, then you can just go to the parts of the article that you need. So if you only need, say, the effects of Reconstruction, then you can go right to that part of the article and read just that part. But if you need the whole thing, then you can go into the introduction and just start reading the whole thing. So here we have a bunch of different things that you can do with this content. I mean, absolutely you can read it. But up here in the gear are some other choices. You can save it as a PDF. You can save it to your Google Drive. Most of us don't use OneDrive, but if you do, go right ahead. And we don't have individual accounts here, so I think Google Drive is probably the best place, especially if you're on your Chromebook, to be saving it because then you have access to it everywhere. And then once it's in Google Drive, you can highlight, you can print, you can do all those normal things you can do with a Google Doc. You can also share it, so you can email it to someone or you can put it in Google Classroom for other people to get to. You can print it. Now it's going to go to a print thing. So here's what the printing thing looks like. If you wanted to print it, it looks pretty good. You also can cite it. So of course we know we need to cite our sources. Instead of having to do it from scratch, it's showing you here are the formats that we have to cite this article. Copy this. And then it's helpful to have a doc open. I know you've heard me say this 100 times, where you're keeping all your citations. So you can copy this and then go to that doc and paste it in, and then you have the citation that you need. Super helpful that they do that. They don't make you do it from scratch. Also in the gear, we've got translate if you need it in a different language. Text size, you know me, larger text fools our brain into thinking that it's easier to read. So you can make that text nice and big, or if you want to fool yourself into thinking it's hard, I guess, or if this is just easier for you to see, you can make it smaller. It also will read to you. So you select the part that you want it to read, and then you click the ear, and there's a few different voices you can choose from, and it will read it to you. For most of us, this probably is not something that you want to do, listen to a robot read your article, but it can be really helpful if the reading is what you're struggling with. Or if you're just tired of looking at the screen all the time and you need a break, let this computer read it to you and you can take your notes off to the side. That can be helpful to do. It also will show you some media related to your topic, and this media you have license rights to use in your project. So if you'd like to put this into a poster, a slideshow, that type of thing, you can. Remember to cite it using that citation I showed you earlier. And there's also related articles. So if this was sort of what you wanted, but you need something more specific, all of these articles are related to the articles that you just read with more details about one specific aspect of Reconstruction. So you can go to any of these and read more information. Then they also suggest some magazine articles to you. Um, if these are things that you want and you have trouble finding, I would go to In Context High School to see if you could find them. And if you have trouble finding them, there's a specific one you want, come to the library or email us and let us know, because we can interlibrary loan some of these for you. And then it connects to the curriculum, which is something that your teacher is probably going to worry about. So those are the basics of World Book Student. As always, if you need help, you can email me anytime, stop in and see myself or Mrs. Brenner. We would love to hear from you and give you all the support you need to just crush it with World Book Student. Thanks for watching.